Well, you have those good weeks, and then you have those bad weeks. And sadly for me, week 11 did not fit into the good week category. What a train wreck. I really feel stupid now for not picking Houston and St. Louis, even though I had alluded to it that I almost kind of believed that both teams would win. But even in that case, it still wouldn't have mattered much. 5-9 last week. Holy shit. I'm now 95-66 on the year. That's a doo-doo. Doo-doo. Gotta fix this a little bit. Let's hope week 12 is a little bit better. Hopefully you guys did much better than me in week number 11. Holy shitballs. All right, so anyways, let me give you my picks for week number 12 of the 2014 NFL season. I'm going to go right to Thursday night. So let's just start off the week in the hole. I'm going to pick the Raiders over the Chiefs. And there are a couple of reasons for this. Number one, the Raiders have been playing some relatively solid football. They've been playing hard. They've been playing teams close. And I also look at this as a situation where the Chiefs, coming off of a game with the Seahawks, having a game next week against the Broncos in Arrowhead, this may very well be that kind of sandwich trap game. I'm sure some Chiefs fans will sit there and say, well, you just hate on them and you're not picking them. No, wouldn't be surprised if they won by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying, based off of the history of sports over the years, this is the perfect sandwich trap game. And for a team that's hungry to win a game, this is a divisional rivalry game, so this matters. I'm going to pick the major upset of the week and pick the Raiders to win their first game of the 2014 season. I'll transition to the Sunday action. You've got the Lovey Bowl, where Lovey Smith returns to Chicago with his Buccaneers to take on his former team, led by Mark Trestman, the Chicago Bears. I really don't want to pick Chicago to win this game, but I ultimately will. So I will take Chicago over Tampa Bay. So that way they can continue the false hopes that this season is savable in any way when it is not. I will take Atlanta over Cleveland. I will take Buffalo over the Jets. I'll take the Colts over Jacksonville. Give me Green Bay over Minnesota. One of the featured matchups of Sunday has to be the Lions traveling to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. This should be a good matchup. The Detroit Lions did lose on the road last week to the Arizona Cardinals, but their defense showed up and played very, very well. It's just they gave up a couple of big passing plays in the first half to Michael Floyd. But after that, they were lockdown city. A really, really good defensive unit that could cause some problems for Tom Brady, in particular in that Patriots running game. But ultimately, the Patriots are cooking. They're rolling on all cylinders. Frankly, at this point in time, they might be for sure the best team in the AFC, and they might be the best team in the NFL at this moment. So give me the Patriots over the Lions. I'll take the Eagles over the Titans. I'll take the Bengals on the road to beat the Texans. As you got to admit it, that win by the Bengals last week in New Orleans, that was a good win. So they traveled well. I think they could again. I will take San Diego over St. Louis, primarily only because I guess this game is in San Diego. If this game was in St. Louis, I definitely would be picking the Rams because while the Rams are only 4-6, they're a hell of a 4-6. They've got victories over the Broncos, the Seahawks, and the 49ers. Those are three pretty quality victories out of your four victories for the season. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see the Rams beat the Chargers, but at this moment, I will take the Chargers over the Rams. In another key NFC West matchup, that is, you've got the Arizona Cardinals traveling into Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Arizona was the only team to beat Seattle in Seattle last year, so that definitely weighs into the equation. You're talking about an Arizona team that at 9-1 has the best record in the NFL, whereas you look at the Seahawks and they're 6-4, and it looks like things could be coming off the hinges very, very quickly. But with that said, I will play the numbers. I will play the history, even though Seattle's already lost once this year at home to the Cowboys. The fact of the matter is Seattle is still a really, really tough place to play, and I will take the Seahawks over the Cardinals this Sunday. I'll take the Broncos over the Dolphins at what I expect to be a very, very good game. Again, another situation where the Broncos could have some trouble like I talked about accurately last week with the Rams and their ability to generate a pressure with their front four and maybe one blitzer, and that's it. The Miami Dolphins can do the same type of thing. So that creates a problem for the Denver Broncos. If they have a team that's faster than them up front and can out-physical them, the Broncos fold like a house of cards. And you saw that in the Super Bowl. You saw that last week against St. Louis. And it could happen here. But at this moment, I will take the Denver Broncos, even though I do have some reservations about that because you look at the questionable statuses of both Julius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders heading into that game. I'll take the 49ers over RG3 and the Redskins. I'll take the Cowboys over the Giants. And in the Monday night game, I will take the Saints over the Baltimore Ravens in New Orleans. So 5-9 last week. God, I hope I could do better this week. Again, you're welcome to pick against me. Give me your picks down below in the comments section. Let me know how you do.